The following is based on the opinion and personal experience of the creator and is not officially linked, supported, or recognized by the USN, DON, or DoD. Hey guys, it's TheAndySan here with this week's N-FAQs. In today's N-FAQs, we're going to be going over not necessarily a question, but the top 5 most frequently asked questions that I seem to be getting in my mailbox. So, without further ado, let's begin. Number 5. What's your rate? Now, I really get this question a lot, and in different ways, but it's mostly the same question. So, while right now I don't technically have a rate, the rate that I'm aspiring to get is STG, which is a sonar technician aboard surface ships. I also have a submarine counterpart, which is STS. And the reason I say I don't technically have a rate is because while you may sign your contract saying that you're going to go in Navy as whatever, you're not technically rated until you finish your A school. Once you finish your A school, then you're officially rated. And if you have secondary school after that, then that's cool, but you're still going to be whatever. So, until you pass your A school, you're not whatever you signed up to be. You're technically on DES. So, take that as you will. Number 4. What rate should I pick? Now, I get this question a lot, and to be honest, it really annoys me. Because I keep on saying the same thing to these people. The same thing. And it's, what are your interests? I mean, what do you do for fun or for whatever? I mean, what do you like to do? I mean, for me, I like working on like computers and dealing with the more technical side of things. So I wanted a job that would reflect that. And when I signed up for sonar technician, even though I'm not exactly super familiar with sonar technician or what a sonar technician does, I still picked it because it was still congruent with what I wanted, and that I wanted a technical rate. Number 3. I got, insert score here, on the ASVAB. What can I do? Before I get into this, I'd like to say that I've heard some things about the Navy that basically, if you have a score below a 50 overall on your ASVAB, you really shouldn't be sending me those kind of questions. You should be sending me stuff like, you know, I got like a 40 something on the ASVAB. What can I do to improve it? Just saying, because I heard that they're not even accepting recruits that have below a 50. This is just something I've heard. I can't really substantialize on it, but it's just stuff that I've heard, so take it as you will. But basically, to answer this particular question, I'm going to be putting some resources in the down bar, and just go there, and it should come up with like a whole list of all the different rates in the Navy, and the scores required for them. I think they're called line scores, if memory serves. But basically, your ASVAB scores, you don't have one particular score per se. I mean, yeah, you have your overall score, which is fine, but in order to qualify for the different rates, depending on what it is, they may have you take like a certain portion, like the arithmetic portion or the logistics portion, add them together, and it has to be up to 270 or something, I don't know, just using numbers as an example, and stuff like that. So just click on one of the links in the down bar. I'll put up the description for it, and just browse around to the different rates to see what you qualify for. Number 2, I hate this question. What's boot camp really like? Really? You're gonna ask me this question. You know, I have 20 some odd videos that say what boot camp is really like and stuff like that, and yet you're gonna ask me as an aside, just like, so Andy, yeah, I watched all your videos, I totally like them, bro, but what's boot camp really like? Watch my fucking videos. Jesus. So yeah, don't ever ask me those questions again. Now, if you want to ask me something specific about boot camp or like little rumors or something that you've heard, I mean, that's fine too. But don't be asking me like basic ass questions like, what's boot camp really like? Especially if you've watched all of my videos. I mean, granted, your mileage may vary when it comes to boot camp because, you know, I can only talk from my personal experience. So, I mean, I can't say for everybody, you know, what boot camp is really like. I can just say what it was like for me. So, I guess, in that sense, to more accurately answer your question, what boot camp is really like, you'll just have to go there and see. I mean, it's different for everybody because you get placed with different RDCs in a different environment, in a different ship, with a different schedule, with different people that you have to recognize and acknowledge and everything. And yeah, some of the rules may be similar to what I did, but there's a lot of different variations, so I can't exactly cover all those in a single video because I simply don't know them all. So yeah, the long and short of it is you'll just have to come and find out. But if you'd like to get a little heads up as to what to expect, watch my videos. And the number one question that I seem to be getting for N-FAQs is losing weight. Now, this one isn't quite as annoying as number 2, but I do seem to be getting this one a lot. And for good reason, too. I mean, when I first signed up for the Navy, or when I first went in my recruiter's office, I should say, I was pretty overweight. He recommended that I work out for like a month or so. In about 2 months' time, I had lost 20 pounds, which is not something very easy to do, especially in my house during the dead of winter. So it took a lot of motivation to get me to that point. But I made it through, and even after boot camp, although technically I gained weight, when they actually measured me, I had lost a substantial amount of fat. I think it was like 8% body fat or something. It was fucking crazy. Even though I technically gained 2 pounds, but lost 8% body fat, so take that as you will. But basically, to answer your question about losing weight before boot camp and all that other stuff, I made a series of videos before I went to boot camp outlining what I did to lose 20 pounds in 2 months' time. And the links and stuff will be in the down bar as well. So if you want to check those out, that's cool. So yeah, this is TheAndySan, signing off for now. Thanking you guys for tuning in. And no, I'm not mad that you're asking me all these questions, you know. I may sound mad, but, you know, I am really thrilled that anybody would, you know, take time out of their day to actually type up something, you know, to little old me about stuff. But I just wanted to cover the 5 most asked questions so that way it helps benefit you. So I'm not really mad. And I'd like to thank you guys for rating, commenting, subscribing, and yes, sending me in questions. And I definitely encourage you to send in more questions. And tell a friend or two about my various channels. And as always, we'll see you next time. Bye guys.